lot of people fortunately have been able to, and maybe not all, the stores can do that, but we've had a lot of people that bought energy-wise appliances, and suddenly their bills are, have not gone up as much as the rates have gone up. The problem in the last rate increase, and I remember we argued about this forever, trying to find a way to make it lower. And so we actually, I think we budgeted 0 net increase in income, thinking, okay, we'll keep it as low as we can. 0 is 0. And then, of course, in the process of that, we said, but people will buy a little more energy because there'll be more refrigerators next year. Well, unfortunately, there were more refrigerators, but the refrigerator's more efficient. And so they bought less power than they bought the year before. So our calculations that were done worked just against themselves and made something that should have been 0, and I don't remember where we ended up, 20,000 in the red. And so we missed it by that much just on trying to budget a 0. And I think we deferred all our major projects last year that we could.
Budgeted to lose money again this year. Do you remember how much?
You mean in our projections? I don't right offhand. But I think with this rate increase, if it goes in now, at this time, you should be okay. Last year we were in trouble because by the time we got done considering, we were probably September at the earliest that we invoked the rates. So the rates that were in place last year only were in place for less than a year.
Everybody got this sheet? Was this handed out to the?
I think they were available.
Yeah, it's available.
Okay, it's something that's might be important too to keep in mind is if you look at the top, the city service single phase monthly charge. If you look at that very first rate type, that's figured on an average customer. He took, our consultant took all of those customers in that rate class and just how much power they use divided by the number of customers in that rate class and came up with an average. So basically half the people are going to be spending a little bit more than $8 a month, and half of the people are going to be spending less than $8 a month more with this increase. So the more energy you conserve, the less you're going to, it's dollars for dollars, you know? I mean, if you don't want to spend so much, conserve energy. That's in your hands. We have to charge a rate. We have to set it at something, and we're trying our best to set it as reasonably as we can. And you know, if you have ideas, or if you have an interest in conserving energy somehow, please come and talk to us. Talk to Kathy and Luann, and you know, let's see what we can come up with, working with Tri-County Electric, who is a consultant for us. We work closely with them on saving energy. So that's a charge that we have too, no pun intended, is to try to save as much as we possibly can. So, you know, this is tough. I don't like it either. I don't like paying more.
And Vern, I think you touched on a good point. The base rates, which would have been the easiest rate to make sure the city made more money, were left unchanged. And the only rate that changed is the power cost, which is a rate that, not that they can control all of it, but a person who wants to do due diligence in that regard can control their usage.
Yep.
The base rates, though, stayed the same. Hence, our rate ability to collect more is only conditioned on the fact of if people buy the electricity.
Jim?
I'll make one more comment then with respect to that. We spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to conserve electricity. And what makes it difficult is when we spend that much over here to conserve, but but the rates keep going up so fast, it makes it difficult to do both those things. You know, so, yeah, we're as efficient as we possibly can be, we'll compare to anybody for efficiency.
No, I understand.
Okay.
We're faced with that same dilemma.
Yeah.
We can conserve ourselves right out of business, conceivably.